football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. This is a designed run. There's a crease. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Man,
man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Making side adjustments here. Manning. There's the pressure. They're working that left side. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. to throw. Manning. Got it in the middle. It Smothers. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. They'll run for it. It's Brown. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Edwards. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Play fake, Reed. Pressure coming. And he never had a chance.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense at an empty set. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Throwing Manning. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing Reed. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. On the run, it's Owens. Maybe a crease.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Going to the ground. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He'll try the left side. fighting off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This quarterback part of their running game. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Back's got it, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Arts to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
28-29 Bills. 28-29 Bills.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Caught, and he's got room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Might be changing the route. Hart's going to spin it again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
2, love check. Down, ready. Flag 18. Flag 18. Ready to go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Switch it, switch it. Check, check.
Here's Manning to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Longhorn! Put 6 on the board.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll keep it on the ground. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's going to come out just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Scarlet Knights with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Arch Madness. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He might want another play.
Return, return. Bubba, Bubba. Hydro, hydro. Flash, flash. Go.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Snags it, and there's running room. Gets away from 1, finds some space. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Is going to throw for it. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Edwards. Knocked off his feet.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Reed on the play action. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field when they take off. It's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Aggies in position to say goodbye to Texas University. So long to the orange and the white as they build the lead.
It's been Gig'em here. They're pulling away, just making more plays, and it seems like at the opportune moment, they're the team that's stepping up.
And they're loving this. The A&M fan base, that is, just loving giving it to their rival Texas. If they can finish this one off, these people will go insane.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run, and they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The officials blow the whistle to stop play, and there is a Longhorn shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Down, ready.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here.
22, 90 bounces. 22, 28, 29 bounce. 28, 29 bounce. Down, ready. Go, go.
On the move, it's Smothers. And he'll be brought down. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning, pocket breaking down. Buried before he completes.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Slash. Run. Booster. Level. Where did he go?
Manning from the gun on third down. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. To throw, Manning. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. That incompletion leaves him staring at a 3rd down. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20.